Hey, what's up? It's Derek. Just give you a quick note before you see this episode. This one I live streamed yesterday, episode 23, and then for some reason the live stream didn't go through to two of the three platforms, so I wasn't able to get a copy of it, but I did find a way to screen record a copy of the video, and so it's not quite as good resolution. I think it was only at 720 was the highest resolution I could get it. So if you see some of the screen is blurry, that's why, but at least I was able to find a copy of it and still get it posted over here, get it out to you guys. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up. That's where it is and why it looks the way it is. So hope you guys enjoy. Welcome to the Derek Creason Show. This is episode 23. We are live at 9:45 p.m. on Wednesday, April 2nd. So welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So I'm trying to see if it's actually live streaming. So it looks like it's working, but I can't see it working over here on my monitors. So we'll see if anybody joins live. And if not, it's just pre-recorded for your enjoyment in a live format. So, all right, what's coming up on today's show? What are we going to talk about? We have all kinds of AI news to talk about today. I've got 4 different AI stories. We're going to talk about all kinds of fun stuff with AI, everyone's favorite stuff. The robots are taking over. And then we're also going to talk about the new Nintendo Switch. So, Nintendo Switch 2 and all the release dates and details that have come out about it so far. So, as always, send me your feedback, your questions, your suggestions. Let me know what you think. Derek@derekcreason.com is the email address. Head on over to my website, derekcreason.com. You can sign up for my newsletter there. It just went out Friday, had tons of interaction from it, and I try to send that out weekly, and so you can stay up to date with what's going on with me. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, go to amazon.com, check out my book, 20something.com. It's very cool. I actually just started a new series on my locals community and my insiders community where I am going to be going over every single chapter of the book. And I did the intro and teaser chapter just yesterday or the day before, and that video is actually public, and you can go check that out on Rumble or on my locals channel, which is right here, the DerekCreationShow.locals.com. So go check that out and be on the lookout for that. Alrighty. Alright, recent life updates. What have I been up to lately? Let's see. So today, it's Wednesday. It's a very busy day. I'm actually doing a training class all weekend for work. So that's been kind of neat to not have to go to the office. I've been doing a remote class online all about firewalls. It's great fun. So learning all kinds of stuff about firewalls. But besides that, let's see. Tonight I was at my daughter's volleyball practice, and so I posted a live stream to locals during that for fun. And then I also made a TikTok video and posted that. And it's actually already got like 40 some odd views on TikTok. So I don't know why videos do better on TikTok than anywhere else, but that's what seems to happen. So we'll see if any of the pre-marketing worked for the show or not. We'll see. None of the live streams seem to be working. I don't know what's going on. Let's go back and refresh it real quick. I'm going to take 5 seconds to look at this and see if it's actually working. We're on there live. It just says upcoming. It just says upcoming. So something I didn't do to tell it to go live, I don't know. But it says it's live. We're recording. We're going. All the videos are working. I don't know. So we'll just roll with it. Whatever. So what else has been going on? Let's see. Friday night, I went to wrestling with my brother up in St. Joe, Missouri. We went and saw TNA wrestling, so that was a fun time. We actually just recorded our episode on that on our Wrestling Brothers Breakdown show. So that's over on YouTube. Go check it out at Wrestling Brothers Breakdown or at WB Breakdown Show on X and Instagram. So we'll get that video posted tomorrow night about TNA Impact. That was a fun time. And then Sunday night, I went to go see Killswitch Engage, good old metal band, metalcore. That was a fun time on Sunday night. And I'll talk about more on that probably the next time I do a music segment. So it was a good time. All right, so let's go jump into the show. Where? Oh, it's computer stuff. It's all AI. I was trying to think, which transition do I hit to make it go? And I got to find it in. It's this one. All right. So, first up, we're going to talk about Tinder's The Game. It isn't about getting it right. It's about getting comfortable before meeting IRL or in real life. So this news actually came out yesterday, and everyone thought it was April Fool's joke. But it turns out it's not. So I actually went and looked up that too. Is Tinder AI game real? And it is real. It's not an April Fool's joke. That it launched on April 1st. And what it is, it says, if you're hoping your flirting game won't be the joke, think again. Tinder just released The Game, an interactive AI chat experience that serves up just the right amount of cringe. Flirting can be stressful, so The Game turns it into something fun. It throws users into over-the-top, meet-cute scenarios that make the unexpected feel less intimidating. Our 2023 Future of Dating report found that 64% of young singles surveyed internationally said they are comfortable with cringy or awkward situations if it means being authentic. And that's exactly what The Game delivers. It invites users to tap into their vocal charm to win over an AI-generated persona that reacts in real time. It's powered by OpenAI, the same people who make ChatGPT. The Game uses speech-to-speech AI technology to create voices and scenarios so ridiculous you can't help but laugh, taking the pressure off and making it easy to test your game without overthinking it. So, this is actually kind of funny. What do you think about this? So, if you are terrible at flirting, you're terrible at talking to the people you are trying to date, go practice your skills with the AI. Go flirt with the AI. It won't lead to you buying a sex robot, I promise. Oh man, that'll be the day. I think there's a movie about that now. Anyways. So, what do you guys think about this? I think it's actually quite funny. Amy thinks it's very funny. We may have to actually go try it and just see how well we can flirt. I can't imagine trying to get back into the dating game. I've been married for 18 years. I'm not sure I had that good of a talk game back then, 18 years ago, but I definitely didn't have to try to do it online. So definitely a different time and a different generation. What do you guys think about this? Are you going to try it? Are you going to use it to get better? If you did use it and actually got better at flirting and with people, would you admit to having used an AI bot to learn how to flirt better? Very interesting. So, all right. What is next in the AI news? All right. Next up, slightly more serious. First therapy chatbot trials yield mental health benefits. It says Dartmouth researchers conducted the first ever clinical trial of a generative AI-powered therapy chatbot and found that the software resulted in significant improvements in participants' symptoms, according to results published March 27th in NEJM AI. I don't know what that is, but I assume it's something. It says people in the study also reported they could trust and communicate with the system known as Therabot to agree that it's comparable to working with a mental health professional. The trial consisted of 106 people from across the United States diagnosed with major depressive disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, or an eating disorder. Participants interacted with Therabot through a smartphone app by typing out responses to prompts about how they were feeling or initiating conversations when they needed to talk. People diagnosed with depression experienced a 51% average reduction in symptoms, leading to clinically significant improvements in mood and overall well-being, the researchers report. Participants with generalized anxiety reported an average reduction in symptoms of 31%, with many shifting from moderate to mild anxiety, or from mild anxiety to below the clinical threshold for diagnosis. And when it came to eating disorders, they only got a 19% average reduction in concerns about body image and weight. So the researchers concluded that while AI-powered therapy is still in critical need of clinician oversight, it has the potential to provide real-time support for the many people who lack regular or immediate access to a mental health professional. Very interesting. So, first we've got AI bots teaching you how to flirt. Now we got AI bots helping you out with your mental health. I have actually used AI this week to help me with a chicken recipe for chicken drumsticks. And I also used it once to take a picture of food and have it estimate calories for me because I didn't have the macros and numbers. And I track that stuff right now because I'm doing pretty healthy lifestyle stuff. So I thought that is pretty interesting. What do you guys think about this? I imagine that this is going to get pretty decent the more the AI just gets smarter and smarter, and it gets, people are fairly, not all cookie cutter, but people have kind of the same motivations. You know, we want to be liked, we want to be healthy, we want to make progress, we want to see the life for our kids and the world be better than it was for us, etc., etc. We have the same type of struggles, the same type of vices, and I imagine that that is all quantifiable in some gigantic database, and a computer or an AI having access to that, and then the more you interact with it, would probably fairly well be able to use some proven therapies like cognitive behavioral health or some other ones, and kind of guide you down the path the same as talking to a regular mental health professional would. So this is interesting. I'll have to talk with Amy, my wife, about it because she is a mental health professional and a counselor and helps people. And so I'll be like, hey, the robots are coming to take your job. What are you going to do about it? And maybe she'll turn into like Neo from the Matrix and go kill all the computers. I don't know. So what do you guys think about that? Would you actually use an AI chat bot, therapy bot? Or would you not? So let's keep moving on. All right, the next AI story is brain-to-voice neuroprosthesis restores naturalistic speech. That was a tongue twister one. I almost messed up. AI-based model streams intelligible speech from the brain in real time, making a breakthrough in the field of brain-computer interfaces, or known as BCIs. Duh. A team of researchers from UC Berkeley and UC San Francisco has unlocked a way to restore naturalistic speech for people with severe paralysis. This work solves the long-standing challenge of latency in speech neuroprosthesis. Couldn't do it. The time lag between when a subject attempts to speak and when sound is produced. Using recent advances in artificial intelligence-based modeling, the researchers developed a streaming method that synthesizes brain signals into audible speech in near real time. So, this is the kind of things that they put in people's brain, and then they kind of learn to talk and make it text and have like the robot voices and stuff. And it has improved, it said previously it was about a 9-second delay. And where did it go? Oh, I just lost it. It said here, near synchronous voice streaming. So it sounds more natural. Exciting. It says blah, blah, blah. Oh. Anyways, yeah. So almost instantaneous. And the previous thing I thought I read was about 7 or 9 seconds delay. So that's pretty cool for people who have had paralysis or need help. I think that kind of stuff is really cool. Way use of robotics and technology. So what do you think about that? Let me know what you think. All right, one last AI story before we move on to Nintendo stuff. Alexa Plus, one more subscription service you didn't know you needed. Powered by everyone's favorite generative AI. Alexa Plus is your new personal AI assistant that gets things done. She's smarter, more conversational, more capable, and totally free with Prime. So, Alexa Plus, our next generation assistant powered by generative AI, blah, blah. More conversational, smarter, personalized, and she helps you get things done. She keeps you entertained, blah, blah, blah. It can manage, protect your home, make reservations, help you track, discover, enjoy, blah, blah, blah. Search, find, or buy items online and stuff. Anyways, I don't know if this is going to be better or it's just marketing. I have Alexas right now. Sometimes they're helpful. Sometimes they're stupid beyond belief when I'm like, what time is the NCAA basketball tournament game on today? And it's like, basketball is a sport played in the NCAA. And I'm like, not even close. So sometimes it gets like that. What do you guys think of this? I don't want to pay for it extra if I have it. But It'll be interesting to see if it actually does any good. It says it's very personalized to you and gives you opportunities to personalize further. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Will be everywhere you are. So I think it's just everybody's trying to market their AIs and make them more almost like a personal assistant and not just a little voice robot that responds to what's the weather, set a timer for the chicken for 20 minutes, add this to my calendar. And we'll get there like they are in the movies and stuff and sci-fi books. And I imagine we'll be there within 1 to 3 years. But every time somebody tries to come out with it, it's either a good step forward or it was overhyped and just kind of a small stumble forward. So, all right, let's move on to the other stuff. All right, Nintendo Switch 2 release date has been officially revealed. And they announced it today that it will be released on June 5th, 2025. So not that long. 2 months from today. I'm over here counting. April, May, June. All right. It says they haven't announced the cost, but it is coming out on June 5th. So it will be very cool, which is probably good timing because our Switch just died and I can't get it to charge. And I've cleaned out the charging port and I don't know what's wrong with it. But one of the biggest announcements that came out with it is Mario Kart World, everyone's favorite. Mario Kart's probably one of the Nintendo's biggest titles. It's very popular. People still play Mario Kart. I was actually playing Mario Kart this week with family and friends. So, it says Mario Kart World is arriving exclusively with the Nintendo Switch 2 on June 5th. It says $80? Holy crap, that's expensive. I don't want to pay $80 for it, but it's going to have all kinds of cool stuff. The biggest thing they said is now you can have 24 drivers competing simultaneously. Oh, let's see what this preview video looks like. Oh, it's buffering. It's buffering. You fail me, Nintendo website, YouTube. Wow. Why is it failing so hard? So, all right, well, go look up on YouTube the Mario Kart World preview. I was going to show you and talk about it, but it's not working. So, all right, we are coming up on 20 minutes, and that's usually about how long I do these things nowadays. So, we are going to close it out here in just a second. All right, that's going to do it for today's episode. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed the podcast, let me know. Send me your feedback, Derek@DerekCreason.com. I always appreciate that. At Derek Creason on X, Instagram, YouTube, and Rumble. As you can see all above my name. Go sign up for my newsletter at my website, or just go right to Substack, DerekCreason.substack.com. Stay up to date with what's going on with me. And then, as always, go check out my insiders community, DerekCreasonShow.locals.com. It's where I post all my bonus content, bonus episodes, behind-the-scenes stuff, random thoughts, all kinds of cool stuff. I don't post that stuff anywhere else except in my locals community, and over 90 to 95% of it is free. So there's some in there for supporters, and if you want to support me, that's awesome. I appreciate you guys, but most of it's free, just trying to build a cool place to hang out in a community. So come hang out. We'll have fun in there. And then that's going to do it for today's show. Oh yeah, one last thing. Check out my book that now has sword sounds when I talk about it on my show. 20-something, go check it out on Amazon.com. Paperback or Kindle. It's free if you're a member of Kindle Unlimited, Kindle World, or Kindle Mega, whatever it's called. I don't know. So that is going to do it for today's show. We will talk to you guys later. See you guys next time.